Today we're talking about how to work on yourself in the most efficient and effective way. The first question is, do you do it? And if you are doing it, are you doing it consciously? And if you are doing it consciously, are you doing it from preference, or are you doing it from survival and need and necessity? And I'm talking about different tools, methods, processes in order to stay steady and in order to feel good and keep improving your life. For everybody who is new, I'm Kosta, I'm an intuitive speaker, and you can check out everything about me in the description below and the offerings that I currently have going on. Yes, let's get going here. I wanted to share this because you could see some of the videos that I posted before. Some of them refer to not needing a necessity to work on yourself. And quite honestly, it is my highest excitement and highest desire for myself, as well as to see as many of us get to the point where we don't really do stuff because we feel like we need to. Because I associate survival with food on the table and roof over the head. And everything about our lifestyle, or everything even about feeling better and bringing the higher quality of life to ourselves, I feel a lot of it is fueled by this survival stuff. And so if we detach it from where it does not belong, then we live more from preference and curiosity. Yes. And so I'm obviously, like all of us in the process, we all are somewhere on some a level of this, right? I want to start by sharing that I lived happily ever after, being always so focused on my activities. I was always into sports. I was loving my intellectual academics. And so, I was just living my life until I met Armand, who was very much into self-help literature. He would read one book every week. And he was the one who discovered Abraham Hicks. And that's the one that I got curious about. And, I had a big contrast that made me want to read those books. And I applied them, and it worked. And since then, I've been in this quest of exploring different things. So I've done various processes. I've done meditation. I've done yoga. I've done yoga kriya, which is more meditative, and I've done yoga sadhana, which is more physical. I would do affirmations. I would do visualizations at some point. Never been my favorite one. And so at some point, we got ourselves very much involved into that kind of lifestyle. So we would go to workshops, we would go to retreats. I would pick up new techniques for yoga once in a while. And at some point, quite honestly, I've noticed that we've got addicted to it. I realized we're good for some time. We charge up, and we can be good for some time, a month, 2 months, few weeks, it would be more and more. But the feeling of addiction was always there. I'm like, I don't like this feeling that I love what I get out of it. I love the boost that I get out of it, but I don't like this feeling of I have to do it in order to get it, And so I started exploring with myself and with my clients as well. I said, let's see how we can do this. And with quite a few of them, I've been on a journey with that because they've been also doing a lot. And to quite a few of us, life circumstances happen. Like, for example, we had a child and we could not do it and maintain it that way. Or at some point, some of the clients were like, I cannot afford this lifestyle because it would fix things temporarily, and it will allow you to have a release, but then eventually things you put under the carpet will come up to the surface. So I've decided enough of this. Up until last year, I was still kind of struggling with it. And then I said, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to figure this out. And no matter how I feel, I don't want to do any of the processes or tools from the perspective of needing. And I'm going to detach survival from this. And it was not a fun experience. A lot of things were my physical, for 2-3 weeks, I had trouble with my lower back and stuff because I was soothing that always temporarily. And I said, you know what? No, I'm going to survive. And And eventually, I'm going to get longer term solutions. And so it was not comfortable in the beginning, but as it started happening, I would get solution for this, solution for that. And whatever solutions I would get were temporary solutions. But I did not have a need, oh, I need to now do this solution in order for me never to feel like this again. And that felt really good. And so I was originally fighting to keep it, and now I was fighting not to do it. Well, neither of these extremes is good. And then I came to the point I'm going to use it whenever I feel like it, and I'm going to not insist that I have to use it in order to keep my balance. And to my wonderful surprise, I think that I've used any kind of tools, meditation, or like I love to hear sometimes some like nice frequencies that are not like guided meditations. And you know, sometimes it would be one of those things. Sometimes it would be sports. Sometimes it would be just spending time with my son. Sometimes it would be, every time would be a different thing. But also it was not happening every single day. I realized that my stretches in between were longer and longer. For example, I haven't meditated in like 6 months at one point. And so I really love that feeling of, oh my gosh, it's always available when I need it, but I'm not a slave to it. And that was very important to me. And so that's how I started realizing that I took survival away from it. And I'm like now giving it a go in this wonderful 30-day challenge that a wonderful friend is doing, that I'm doing those processes again continuously. And now I don't even want to stop doing it. But it's not from a necessity anymore. And of course, when I give the focused attention every single day to some of those processes, more magic starts happening. And of course, I see results. I had a huge breakthrough in speaking in Serbian language and posting and promoting my stuff over the last week or so since I started doing this challenge. But this is the first time I don't have the feeling of like, oh my gosh, this is so good, gives result, now I have to keep it going. No, this is a 30-day thing. I committed to it. I feel good about it. I don't feel any necessity. I know I can stop at any given point. Now I don't want to stop because it's coming from preference and curiosity. What else is going to bring? So anyway, I hope that I, transmuted to you some of these vibes. And if you want me to speak more about any details about this, let me know. But anyways, I've enjoyed recording this video immensely. Love you guys. Thank you for being here. See you in the next one.